Okay, troops, so you know we've just been out in Normandy with the veterans and the Veterans Trust. Went out for D-Day week, see all the celebrations. First time I've personally ever been. Absolutely loved it. Learned so much about not just D-Day, but what happened after D-Day and all the different operations going on. When we were there on the Friday, we went to a place called St. Mary Elise. Now, St. Mary Elise is very famous for the 101st Airborne landing there during World War II, during D-Day, and in particular one paratrooper who gets caught on the church. He hung there for 6 days before they realised he was alive. Once they realised he was alive, they cut him down, and to mark that poignant moment, they now have a dummy with a parachute hanging off the church. While we were there in St. Mary Elise having a look around, I noticed the church was open, so I said to the wife, let's go in and have a look. So off we went, and we went inside the church. When we got to the front of the church, we found these two gentlemen who's in the photo behind me now. The one on the right is a lieutenant colonel currently serving in the American Air Force, and the one on the left is a World War II veteran. The World War II veteran was talking about his time in a concentration camp. So he was captured during World War II, and he was in a concentration camp. He described being in a concentration camp in eastern Poland, and then as the Russian advance happened, he started getting moved from the concentration camp, and he went on what he described as a German death march. And the German death march he described was being moved from one concentration camp to the other. He was walking from one concentration camp to the other for 86 days. He was talking about being on this death march for 86 days for his comrades. Some of them didn't make it, some of them died when going from one concentration camp to the other. He didn't actually specify which one he was in, but it sounded like absolute torture what was going on there. I've looked into it a little bit since I come back and been reading about them, and it's absolutely remarkable what he's been through. The SS ran these death marches, and many people in the concentration camps didn't get from one to the other. They were quite happy to kill people off. There was people who were malnourished, had no food, no water, dehydrated, and died while going from one to the other. And this gentleman was speaking in some depth about it while we were inside the church listening to him. I think, you know, the word legend is put around far too often sometimes, but this man, I could still be there now listening to him. It was so intriguing, and his stories were amazing. Not just about being in the concentration camp, but about other things from World War II as well. And I just want to give him a massive shout out. I'm not sure of his name, but what an absolute legend. It was an honour to be in his presence and an honour to listen to him.